everyone. Back with Broken Sword 2 today. So hopefully, as the title suggests, I hope we'll be able to finish this today. Hello, hello Raluca and Hoyens as well. Nice for you to join. I had a game yesterday as well, and to be honest, I almost finished the entire second game. There's still a bit to go, but I figure I'm gonna finish this one and then I'm gonna try some other games as well. And if the camera looks different, it's basically because I've switched around what monitor I'm playing things on and stuff, so hopefully this works a bit better. I hope the sound's okay and everything as well. But yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it then. So, I think last we left off, we were on an... Oh no. Wait, what? This is not what I was. This is what I was. Okay. I thought I forgot to save last night for whatever reason, but it just decided to be a bit temperamental, I guess. Okay. So, we're on this island. And yesterday someone in chat pointed out that this girl that I'm about to talk about is actually a ghost. And in all my years of actually playing this game, I've not realized that.
Sure asks a lot of questions.
Resic, man, this whole Emily business just isn't funny.
Look, we're obviously at cross purposes here. I'm talking about Emily Ketch.
Yeah,
I am
and
too.
So am I. She was my friend. Her aunts hated it, but we did move together, you know. She used to be
Negate playing commentary of the Guru. Thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it.
The last
yeah,
time, it took
it's...
years. She must have shouted and screamed herself hoarse, but there was nobody to hear her.
Where'd she hidden herself?
Captain Ketch's old sea chest. The only way to open it was from the outside.
Suddenly, I didn't feel so good. We never exchanged another
Yeah,
word
so this
about
bit
Emily
is
Ketch.
basically saying that Emily Ketch, that young lady from yesterday's episode, is actually dead, and we actually spoke to her and everything. It's creepy, but it's Broken Sword at the end of the day. Right.
Rio's
Can I...
boat was strewn with fishing nets and tackle.
No, I need a fishing net.
It was the boat that Rio had brought me in.
There was nothing else I wanted to ask the boy.
So, let's see. Maybe I need to do something else before he'll give me the net.
Cliff face.
Okay, well, can we climb off? I mean, I know you won't be able to, but I'm just waiting for you to realize that you can't.
It was too high. I couldn't get up there.
Right. Now can I speak to him? Certainly hoping so. Yeah.
Could I borrow your net?
Yeah, man, no problem.
Okay, got the net.
You planning on catching some fish?
Nope. I'm after a big rock.
Yeah, I'm pretty much looking to climb a rock rather than catch some fish, but...
What you got there?
I didn't think the kid would be interested in that.
Yeah, I don't think he would appreciate red panties. Okay, let's go up. So yeah, a bit of backstory for everyone that missed yesterday's episode. So we're basically looking for 3 obsidian stones that are gonna defeat an ancient Mayan gods. We already have 1 stone. 1 stone is in the Caribbean, which we are there, and 1 is in London.
What seemed like forever, until suddenly I found myself, wow,
We're
in
in
an London underground station. This place must have been closed down decades ago.
Yeah. So we're in an underground station that... an abandoned underground station, I should say.
The machine looked like it had sold its last ticket a long time ago.
It has, but
The machine looked like...
That doesn't necessarily mean that won't give me anything. So, you have a hair clip here. Can't remember.
was much too thin for my finger.
Okay. So with this one, we have a hair clip, which could potentially work. But we also have a sacrificial dagger, which we borrowed from the museum.
I pushed the hair clip into the slot and whatever was stuck there disappeared into the machine. I
Oh,
pulled out
no.
an old English penny.
Just realized my stream is showing as if it's unstable again. Right, did I get the penny though? Really hope this is not gonna break. Because last night, one of the reasons why I stopped playing was because my internet was very unstable. So I'm just hoping this won't be the case today. So far, it doesn't seem to... doesn't seem to have crashed. Hope the game's okay for everyone. What I might end up needing to do is just to pause it and refresh the stream a few times, maybe. Sorry, I'm just using my laptop as well at the same time to look at the comments and everything in chat. And this does not seem to be functioning correctly, so gonna turn off my internet connection on my laptop. Sorry about this. It seems like every single time I've done a stream lately, I've had some form of technical issue, and it is quite annoying. But I guess it is what it is. No, it's still saying that it's unstable, so it's unstable from the stream itself. I'm losing quite a few frames. Right, what I might need to do, because the last thing I want to do is just to start getting well into the gameplay. And then realizing that it's not gonna work properly. Right. So, bear with me just a moment. I'm gonna try to fix it, hopefully. It might show as a temporary disconnection, possibly, but I'm hoping it won't do. Yeah, the upload rate is very unstable. Sorry about all the technical mumbo jumbo, but yeah, bear with me a second. I'll try to fix it in a moment. Hello there again. Yeah, so that happened. Basically my internet has a mind of its own, and not quite sure what's wrong with it, but it tanked my upload speed, which in turn caused drop frames, and that's what went wrong previously. Hello to everyone that's stuck around so far. Right, I'm confident to an extent that it's working now. All I've done in game itself was just to save, because among other things I tried to restart my PC and all sorts. So we should be back in the underground station. Yep. And I believe we took... oh, we didn't. No, sorry, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, thank you. I hope it's sorted. Again, my internet's been all over the place recently. So far, it seems to be sorted. I've lowered the bitrate on the stream as well slightly, just to avoid this from happening.
Old English penny.
And apparently I got an English penny now, so here's to hoping this will work as it should from now on. Right, so we have an English penny, which, well, I guess we need to look around for a little bit just to
A latch
see
lock stopped me getting into the cupboard.
what other things we have. My site moves from place to place is mainly because I don't want this happening again, and I'm monitoring dropped frames and internet speeds and all sorts at the same time.
It was a maintenance cupboard.
Seriously considering getting wired internet in here, even though it's... Right, so can we open that cupboard the same way that we did with the door yesterday? Because, I mean, we have a sacrificial dagger, so we might as well.
Just fitted between the door and the soft wood frame. The door gave slightly, and then held firm.
Okay.
My fingers were too big.
Right, so we need something else, alright.
The machine was...
Okay, so let's try to get Nico Wade.
I put the old penny into the slot. The needle twitched rustily, and the machine spat out a card. The
Okay.
weight was in imperial units. It meant nothing to me. The card also had my function on it.
I honestly don't know how.
Turn out to your advantage.
It's surprisingly ominous. Yeah, I'm not very good at the Imperial weight units either, so I know exactly what she means. I remember here...
I'd probably break my neck if I climbed over the sleepers, or worse, a heel.
I do remember here there's a way to trigger a Easter egg.
The machine looked like it had sold its
But
last...
I can't remember how to do it at all. Can we use... Wait, let's just go for the easiest solution. If I remember right, the way the Easter egg worked, you had to do something or other, and then a ghost appeared.
It looked just like the modern one.
Well, that's because it's... So essentially with this, we need to get out of here, but we're coming from the museum, so we can't really go back there. Let's try using the cards. There.
I remembered my student days when I regularly forgot my house keys. A wiggle with the thick card between the frame and the lock, and the latch lifted.
Here we go. Educational content, as always. Right. So...
If I closed the cupboard, the ticket might not open it again.
I don't want to close the cupboard, I want to press the button. Okay, so that turned red. Which means, in theory, the tube should now stop. And it did.
The train
Does.
was my ride out of it.
And we're out
I
of there.
didn't worry about not having a ticket when I got to the docks.
So now, it's back to the jungle, if I remember correctly. Yep. Don't like the first game, you can play as both George and Nico in this one. With this now. Let's go. I mean, we are towards the end of the game, but there is still quite a bit left. So I think before the stream started going mad, I was explaining the brief overview of the story. So unlike the first one, this isn't connected to the Templars in any way. And what we picked up there was a reed. So yeah, this isn't connected to the Templars in any way. It's more Aztec. So there's 3 Mind Stones. We're in possession of 1, and we need to find 2 more. One of them is in London, and it was... well, assuming he's not scared of birds. Right. So one of them was at the British Museum, which we got stolen, which is how we ended up with Nico in the abandoned underground station. And the other one is on this island simply known as Zombie Island in the Caribbean, which was hidden by pirates somewhere. And using these items, so a piece of... Get back here. So we have a piece of coal. This is
The Coyote Stone.
one of the 3 stones, as I said. We have a poison dart.
It was the flint statue of Tezcatlipoca I'd found in Marseille.
It's the statue of the evil god, whatever.
It was the electronic marker which Bronson used with his theodolite.
We have a theodolite marker, and we have the actual
Bronson's
theodolite.
It
And
was a
then-
short, hollow reed.
The reed now, which we actually need to use here. Because this makes all the sense in the world.
The end of the reed had been neatly bitten off. Now I knew what was living in there. A long-toothed, snarling, furry wild thing.
And yeah. So we're just gonna explore through the jungle at this point. And again, I'm playing the remastered version of the second one because the original one doesn't want to work right with my capture card for whichever reason. So let's go that way. And you'd think we ended up in the same place, except we're now at the very top rather than the bottom. I remember as a kid playing through this, like, just spending quite a few hours walking around in circles trying to find the right way out of here.
Hold on. I've been here before. Haven't I?
I think we went down last time. It's a compelling gameplay. But all right, so we're at the place that we're not really meant to be.
Initials had been carved into the rock.
So we're here a bit too soon. So I must have,
3 shallow holes had been made in the rock.
well, 3 holes, and we have something shaped roughly like a tripod. Well, exactly like a tripod. Again, as I was saying yesterday, my dad being an engineer, the only thing that he actually remembers from this game is that it had the theodolite in it. And... right, we won't use the theodolite just yet because there's nothing that we can actually use it to. But how do I get down from here again? This just figures me getting stuck at the... oh, there it is. Pixel hunting. Okay. So, if I remember correctly, we need to find a clearing. Oh, hello, good evening, Mike. Hello, thanks. Good thing you're joining us now, because I had quite a few system issues earlier. I keep saying system issues, I think it's something to do from work. Basically, my internet connection just decided to drop on me a bunch of times, and it tanked my upload rate.
What is this? The magic forest of deja vu or something?
And as far as compelling gameplay goes, we're moving along in a jungle. But yeah, at least all the system issues and everything are sorted right now, so hopefully it will be smooth sailing from here. Yeah, it is good now. It wasn't earlier, like it took me about half an hour or so to actually do it. But how did I end up in the same spot? Yeah, it's good. It's good to hear. Yeah, because I have this Twitch is saying that the connection now is excellent. Beforehand, it was unstable and it just was dropping frames all over the place. But it's starting to become tradition, if anything. Now, if I can just remember how to get to the clearing that I need to get to, that would be ideal. Because, right, so we've been here already. So I'm gonna go there. And see if I can get... Because at some point, I mean, what I've done now is... I've done something right in the sense that I've managed to actually get to the right place. But I was meant to get to this right place not just yet, but after I did some other thing. But somehow I managed to get stuck. Well, not stuck, lost. Right, we're getting somewhere.
Nothing, I mean nothing, would possess me to step into that swamp.
So yeah, we come across here, but we need to get on the other side. Now we're down there, so if I go this way... Okay. Let's go this way then. Please tell me I'm not on this side. No, thank God. Okay. Wait. Can I go the other way? No.
What the? Steady, guy, it's just a monkey.
Yeah, this is the crossover between Broken Sword and Monkey Island. That would actually be funny. It isn't though, but... Okay, so I'm at the edge. That's progress in a way, but it's not where I want to be. Let's go this way. Can't remember which way I went the first time. But I came out of there, so I might as well go here. Although... Oh yeah, there we go. Progress. Because... there should be something stopping our progress here. Which is that thing. I'll let George explain what that is.
The path was blocked by an ugly and extremely dangerous-looking boar.
Now, personally, I don't think the boar is ugly or extremely dangerous. But we might as well... do this. So basically, we have a poison dart and a reed.
Snugly into the reed. Great. I was tooled up and dangerous.
I'm guessing you know what comes next. Sorry, little boar. I'm surprised there was no music there. Hey. At least that bit means that we can go that way. Apparently we can go that way as well, but let's try that way first, just to see. 'Cause this is the bit that's most confusing. Like, you can't... Oh, okay. Never mind that. I've got exactly what I needed to be. Yes, we need
just
that.
came away from the rock as I pulled it.
I'm moving too quick. It's basically because with Broken Sword 2, I know it a lot better than I did the first game. So, whilst there might still be points where I might be stuck, there won't be as many as they were.
The net attached easily enough to the creeper and seemed secure.
And no, this is not a creeper from Minecraft. Let's put the theodolite marker on. There's
Great.
one other thing.
I'd created some sort of creeper marker fishing net assembly. Sometimes I terrify myself with my creative genius.
This is a dig at all the obtuse puzzles in all point-and-click games. At least that's how I see it. Right. Should explain. The reason why we're doing this is basically because before we got on this island, there was this whole idea that the pirate captain hid the treasure, which is the obsidian stone that we need to find on this island somewhere. And there are some directions, obviously encoded directions, that we need to follow. And one of them is something to do with a needle.
Marker into a position near the top of the needle simply by using the kind of lateral thinking that can get you institutionalized.
Lateral thinking that can get you institutionalized.
It was a needle of rock in the middle of the clearing.
I don't know if that's a dig at the developers or the players.
It didn't look like a natural formation.
Of course it doesn't. Right, let's go find the theodolite again. Let's see if I can remember what I've done previously when I wasn't meant to do it. So we need to go back to the entrance. Some of these are just, again, I keep saying this with Broken Sword, but I wish to speed things up with all the pannings and stuff. I get it's meant to be more cinematic than something like Monkey Island is. But it is also quite a bit slower. That being said, we will finish the game today. There's no doubt, because there's not a lot left from the game. There are just a few puzzles that are quite tedious. At the same time, I'm also keeping an eye on my upload speeds, because I don't want that happening again, but yeah, it seems to be. Huh. That's fine. Still excellent connection, apparently. That's what I want to see. Right. So yeah, for anyone that's seeing this game for the very first time, yes, this is not defining of the gameplay as in walking around through jungles, although it seems every game that I'm playing recently has some sort of jungle segments, except the first Broken Sword game. But at least it's not monkey combat like it was at the end of Monkey Island 4. I'm not looking forward to doing that again anytime soon. It froze very briefly, but all good. Yeah, I think I've seen that. My upload rate just went down and then it went back up again, so still seems to be very all over the place. But at least it seems to be working now. Okay. Is that the way I needed to go? Wasn't even paying attention that much. Oh yeah, there we go. I remember this whole walking through the jungle bit being more difficult than it actually was. But effectively, with this theodolite now, we can...
The hill I was on had reminded me of a camel's hump as I'd climbed up it. Now I had to see what I could see.
actually use the theodolite. Through the tutorial run. Oh yeah, that's no problem, like... have a good time teaching people how to play Planet Zomboid. Again, just before I forget, and There are a few people that are new in chat that weren't there where you were there. So Mike is also a streamer as well. He's mainly doing Planet Zomboid, which is another very good game that I'm absolutely terrible at myself, but I do appreciate it. It's a complex game. I think recently, earlier on today, he was playing Tank Mechanics Simulator as well. So if you want to check him out, I've just put the link itself in chat. So what we're looking for is trying to find the glimmer from the theodolite thingy. Again, I'm no engineer, I don't know exactly how these work. But it should be around here if I remember right. Yeah, look there.
It was the marker which I had raised up the needle of rock.
No problem anytime. Thanks for dropping by and lurking as well and everything. It always helps. Right. So that means...
The marker I had fastened on the rock down in the forest, and right in line with it, that had to be where Ketch had hidden his treasure.
So now we know where the treasure is. Whoa-ho! There's still the problem of actually getting to the treasure. But I think we came from that way, so let's go that way. And hopefully I don't end up in the same place. Right. Right. And again, with it being the Broken Sword game, you can still die. So, see, we have 77% of the game already finished, so drop the save there. That guy is moving around and around, so we need to...
It was the first crate I had hidden behind.
Then obviously we can do very obvious things.
The crate sheltered me from unfriendly eyes.
Okay, so what we need to do, if I remember right, is to hide until we can trap him. And this will all make sense in just a moment, but as long as he doesn't catch me, and he doesn't, which is great. What I'm gonna do, just in case, I'm just gonna save here again. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, so we're opening this door. Now we're going back up again. It's the first time I've played this, I opened the door and I hid in there, and then I got shot. So you'll see what the idea is in a moment. I'm guessing it's quite easy to figure out as is. So that guy is going in there now, so we will... No, no, no. Oh, damn it, I'm gonna die, am I?
The guard would...
Yeah, did it in the wrong order. Okay, or rather I should say I clicked on the wrong thing. But yeah, this is what happens if you mess things up. Yes, we should click continue. Yeah. Okay, so go up there now.
I didn't think I had time to get up the ladder before the guard reappeared.
Oh yeah, because we need to get... But wait, didn't I save? I saved sooner than this, surely. Yeah, what the heck. Maybe I get myself killed again. Right. Go, 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 go! Whew. Must be blind or something, because he didn't see me at all. Okay, so he's gonna talk to our old friend over there. In the meantime, I'm gonna open this door. Get back up here. And hopefully this time I'm gonna click on the right thing. Which is... that. Okay. Come on, get in there. Right. Now go down. It's also suspenseful. Close the cupboard on him. There we go. Now for another safe measure. We're gonna use the mop over there.
Got you.
Now let's look through here. Cutscene time.
But the collar woman was there. They'll know it was me.
But you have the stone. The right stone, you're sure?
Yes, of course, it's the Jaguar stone. No possible mistake. Here it is. Garzak, please. The police will be looking for me soon. You're going to get me out of the country, aren't you?
Stop your whining, Ubier. Do you have any idea what this stone symbolizes?
I thought you just wanted it to frighten the natives.
Fool. I intend to cast this stone into the sea.
But why? It's unique.
Exactly. With it gone, the Mayan priest's plan to destroy Tezcatlipoca cannot succeed.
I can assure you that Tezcatlipoca is a mythical figure.
Such a small mind you live in. Tezcatlipoca is real. I have seen him in my dreams. We have spoken of his plans for this world. We have spoken of your part in these plans.
My part?
He told me you would be useful. He told me how to crush your spirit by turning you to drugs.
My wife died. You know that full well. She was my world, my everything.
And now, you are no longer useful. She called out your name as she died, you know.
What? What are you saying?
And then they thought you'd done it. It all worked perfectly.
You? It was you? You bastard! You monster! For the love of God, Karzak!
Which one?
Yeah. Right. I'm not out of the woods yet, I know that much, so gonna save here again.
I couldn't just rifle his body without making sure he was really dead.
I mean, surely if you look at him,
There were no signs of life, but I checked that Ubier really was
Shock.
beyond help.
is this how she checked? Like, what is that? Oh,
We
you
were
missed
going
that.
to need the stone to thwart Karzak. I knew Ubier would have approved.
Pried from his cold dead hands.
It was the Jaguar stone, all right.
Ooh. Right, and now before we actually die... Ah, I'm gonna die, am I? Come on. Did it take too long? No, it didn't. Okay. Because we did have a sacrificial dagger after all. Okay, so she's basically getting shot at and in danger, and we come across pirates. It is a Monkey Island crossover after all.
I was about to make good my escape when... Cut!
Or not.
Who the hell are you?
I can explain everything.
Don't bother.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were making a movie.
So who are you?
Stobart. George Stobart. 2 B's and 2 T's.
It's okay, Mr. Hawks. He wasn't in the shot.
Hawks? This had to be Carlton Hawks, the newest enfant terrible of Tinseltown. I'd read about him. Mailroom boy,
Yeah.
that's good. Nice to know it was still possible to get to be a director armed with only an encyclopedic knowledge of postal charges.
Stay out of the way, surfer boy. I'll deal with you later.
Surfer boy?
Right, let's speak to this guy.
What's the name of the movie?
Are you trying to be funny?
No.
It's Treasure Island, the only book I ever read twice.
In full or just bits. Let's find out.
I
don't recall any girls in Treasure Island.
Gotta think box office. People like that kind of thing.
What other changes have you made to the story?
Just a few minor details.
You haven't
Minor,
written
yeah.
Long John Silver.
Are you questioning my integrity as an artist? Of course Silver's still in it. We've even hung on to Captain Flint.
His parrot.
His trained attack falcon. Why do you think Blind Pew's blind?
Oh boy.
Did you say you've changed the ending of the story?
That's right.
Do they find the treasure?
Yeah, but that comes later. After they've escaped the volcanic eruption.
A volcano?
Sure. Krakatoa.
All the millions spent on a movie, and nobody thinks to buy an atlas. Who's playing Jim Hawkins?
Haiku McEwen. Oh, don't tell me you've never heard of him.
I don't go to the movies too often.
Jeez.
I think everyone can tell,
Haiku is
George.
only the hottest teen star in Hollywood. That's why we're on such a tight schedule. Gotta film the close-ups before he hits puberty.
Who's the leading lady?
Don't you recognize her? That's Sharon Kowalski.
Oh, right. I'd never heard of her. You know what the locals
You and the
call
rest of the world.
No, but I guess you're gonna tell me.
Zombie Island.
Zombies?
A crazed gleam came into his eye.
Get me the writers.
Oh
Get me
no.
I want zombie pirates in this movie by the end of today.
Right, let's speak to... I was gonna say the locals, but
Hi there, George.
definitely not locals.
Yeah. Haiku McEwen.
You're playing Jim Hawkins, right?
Jimbo. I had Mr. Hawks change his name.
What?
Jimbo Hawkins, right.
Yeah, this said Broken Sword is more serious than Monkey Island, definitely.
Is your name really Haiku?
Yeah. It was my mom's idea, okay? When I was born, I was so small and perfectly formed I reminded her of a Japanese poem.
Well, I guess it could have been worse. She could have called you Limerick.
That's my middle name.
Okay.
Did you always want to be an actor?
I don't think of what I do as acting, man.
You're not alone.
It's more like I'm the voice of my generation. What I'm saying,
Oh.
I'm saying for the kids on the street.
Which is what? I'm crap, I'm going nowhere?
Ouch.
What are you saying, man?
Stobart, get out of shot. Positions, everybody.
I'll get a flip chart and explain it to you later, Haiku.
Right, let's see what this movie is all about, shall we?
Haiku, baby, are you ready?
Okay, man. Which scene is this?
You've been captured by Silver's accomplice, Pirate Babs, who's fallen in love with you.
That whirring sound you can hear? It's Robert Louis Stevenson spinning in his grave.
Okay, people, top of page 76, Sharon.
What about my big speech?
It's been cut. Everybody ready?
Up to speed.
Quiet on the set. Okay, let's make magic.
Oh, please.
And action!
Let's see this magic, shall we? Oh boy.
Forget that dumb old squire and his bunch of merry men. Can't you see we were made for each other?
I know, but Squire Trelawney saved my life, Captain Babs. Why, if it hadn't have been for him, that giant octopus would have made mincemeat out of me.
But right now he thinks you're a traitor. He's locked you out of the stockade, Jimbo.
That 20-foot-high wall with spikes might have kept out Silver's men, but it ain't gonna stop me.
Oh, Jimbo.
And cut! Good heavy breathing, Sharon.
Natch, I'm a pro.
Did you get the heavy breathing, Flash?
Did I ever, boss? We should have made this movie in 3D.
Jim,
Haiku, you were
From
great.
1997, talking
We're
about
setting up
movies
for
in
the stunt
3D.
now, so get a bite to eat. Savage, on set, damn it!
That's the stunt double. Right, just before I speak to the stunt double, let's speak to Captain, whatever her name was.
Hey there, I'm George Stobart.
Well, hi, handsome. You're cute. I wish it was you playing the lead, Mel, instead of that kid.
I can't act, ma'am.
So what? I bet you can kiss.
I couldn't believe I was having this conversation with a real movie star.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
What's it like sharing the spotlight with an actor who's young enough to be your son?
What do you mean?
What do you think of Hawk's treatment of Treasure Island?
It's okay, I guess. I never saw the original.
It's a book. One of my favorites.
Really? The novelization's out
Oh,
already?
God.
What part are you playing?
Pirate Babs, the ruthless and passionate lady buccaneer. It's a great part. I get to kiss a lot, and
Really?
I kick ass. Like the boots?
Right. Finally, I can ask someone about this today.
Ew, they're awful.
You have no idea how much you've just gone up in my estimation. Take a look at this ancient Mayan artifact.
That's just a hunk of stone with a picture scratched on it.
In a way, I guess. You don't happen to have seen anything similar, have you?
No.
I found this reed in the swamp on the other side of the island.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I used it to shoot a poisoned dart at a wild boar. It was a real-life drama, not just a scene from a movie.
I'm sure she's gonna buy it.
She was having trouble with the whole real life is not a movie concept.
Okay. So that's about it for Captain whatever.
George Stobart.
Hello, mate.
You're English, right?
Blimey, you don't miss much, do you? Bert Savage.
Gee, how could he tell?
How long have you been in the movie business?
Flipping years, mate. Absolutely flipping years. I was in the army before that. Thought to myself, you've been risking your bleeding neck every day, why not cash in on it like?
So you became a stuntman, just like that?
Nah, of course not. I had to do the training first.
What training does a stuntman do?
First, they told me to stand in the road. Then, they run me down. Straight up.
Pretty sure that's not factually accurate.
I couldn't believe it. I was up on the bonnet and over the other side before I realised he wasn't stopping. Then they threw me downstairs a bit and gives me a certificate.
Okay. I'm pretty confident that's not how it works, but alright.
Did you ever work with Carol Climax?
The Dirty Dachshund? I'll say. Flipping princess, mate.
I heard she was very beautiful.
Mind you, she acted like one too. Ordering this, demanding that.
Did you ever meet Bertrand Oubier?
Meet him? No. I saw him a few times, though. He didn't like his wife being in films.
Do you think Oubier murdered his wife?
I wouldn't be surprised if he did. Mind you, there were plenty of people who could have done her in.
I thought the public loved her.
Yeah, but people who knew her saw the other side.
As usually happens in show business, I guess.
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
What's that, mate? Stone axe?
No, it's just a piece of polished stone.
Very nice indeed. Shine it up a bit, you get a few bob for that.
No. That's... no. What? No. There's a bush here.
As I walked towards the bush, it started buzzing angrily. There was a hornet's nest somewhere in that bush.
And there are the hornets. Sounds pretty easy to get a stuntman qualification. Yeah, you get run over by a car, they throw you off stairs. And that's pretty much the end of it. If that's the case, I would not want to have that mission. I don't think anyone would.
I didn't want...
Okay. There's something else that we need. Wait, what do we have here? So we have syrup and pancakes. So we need bun.
The bun was so stale it felt like a small rock. It was a pot of maple syrup.
Okay.
It was a plain pancake.
Okay.
It was a stale bun which could easily have passed for a rock.
As is the case with most stale buns.
Hey, Haiku,
Yeah, man.
would you like a bun?
No way, man. I have to be careful what I eat.
Yeah. Never eat anything smarter than yourself.
What is this, mate? fun of Haiku
I may
Day.
not be making millions of dollars, and I may not have thousands of nubile, if uncritical, young women lusting for my body, but
Using to
I've got something that you haven't. This small piece of coal.
Man, you're getting freaky on me.
how? It's literally a piece of coal. What's that freak? Anyway, let's use the syrup on the pancake. No, let's see if he wants a pancake, I guess.
Yeah, man.
Do you like a pancake?
Look at that thing, man. It's dripping with syrup. You'll have every bug in 10 miles on your case if you get that stuff on you.
I guess you're right.
So what he just said now is basically a hint of what we need to do. So let's talk to this guy. Because what we need to do is go to find the treasure.
Fox, I was wondering if...
Not now. I got a movie to make. Time for the stunt, Savage. It's a short run, bounce on the plank, and somersault over the spikes and stockade wall.
Do what?
Plank, spikes, wall, over. Easy, a child could do it.
Yeah, any child could do
You
it,
must
definitely.
be joking.
I could replace you, Savage.
Yeah, with an arthritic baboon.
Replace me? Lummy, this could be the last stunt I ever perform. I need to think about this. Get myself in the right frame of mind.
A suicidal one would fit the bill for that stunt.
Fine, you do that. In the meantime, we'll break for lunch.
Oh, great. I'm famished.
Stay right there and meditate, Savage.
Tight-ass little git.
Right, do you have anything else to say, mate?
I was talking to Mr. Savage, the stuntman. Is he all right?
What makes you say that?
He's not making any sense.
The guy's English.
No, I'm not gonna make any comment on that. But I guess they've made fun of the French for a game and a half or so.
I don't want to worry you, but there's a hornet's nest over in that bush.
Hornets. That reminds me of a film I was in. The Black Hornet.
The Black Hornet? I don't remember seeing
He's in his own world anyway.
Crime, most likely.
What happens in it?
Lummy, what don't happen in it? I was shot, stabbed, fed to piranhas, dangled from an airship, and trampled by a zebra.
No, I mean, what was the plot?
Plot?
What's the plot?
Would
I
you like
think
to
you
know?
know that.
No way. The last one I tried cracked my dentures.
Would you like a pancake, Bert?
Don't mind if I do.
Right, so this is step one.
Maple syrup all over Bert's chins.
Ugh, you put bloody syrup on that pancake. Now it's messed me all up.
Would you like this pot of syrup?
No way. I'm messed up enough already.
On the pancake, I'm guessing. Right, does this guy say anything?
There was nothing else up.
We've not spoken to the cameraman guy.
Hi, I'm George Stobart.
This is not, strictly speaking,
You're the cameraman, right?
necessary.
Right.
Why'd they call you Flash? You used to be a stills photographer?
Nope.
I decided not to pursue the subject. What do you think of Haiku McEwen?
What's to think? The kid will have earned more by the time his balls drop than I'll earn in a lifetime. Good luck to him.
Anything else? No? Okay. Right. No, come back here. Because yeah, the whole point is we can't really get to the rock that has the treasure in it because of these guys, essentially. Guess this is one of the things that the game could have made more obvious. But what we can do is, because we have a bun that's as stale as a rock.
Those hornets were not pleased.
And what happens if you throw it in the hornet's nest? Apparently nothing. What? Is it more than one that we need to throw? I think so. I'm pretty sure that's what was needed there. Try another one.
Those hornets were not pleased.
That's what you said the first time, but yeah, so we needed to do it twice.
This could be good.
The guy's full of syrup, remember?
Cut and printed. That was brilliant, folks.
And the hornets are all gone.
Okay, the next scene is down on the beach. This is where Hawkins finds the treasure in the Cave of the Crabs.
Would those be giant killer crabs by any chance?
Giant mutant killer crabs with attitude.
There it was. The rock I'd seen on the camel's hump. Now that I was close up, I could make out a small cave near the top of the pillar.
Right. This is kind of where we need to be. So let's just go...
Hey, you!
Oh, well, of course.
Who, me?
I want you to stay right where I can keep an eye on you.
I'm not one of your lackeys, Hawks. I go where I like.
Not here, you don't. The movie company has rented this island for the duration. You're trespassing. Do as you're told or you're gone.
It's one way to put it, I guess. Let's talk to this
Nothing
guy.
else I wanted to ask the cameraman.
Yeah,
It was a portable movie camera. It was the cameraman. He didn't look happy.
me.
There was nothing else I wanted to ask the...
Let's talk to this guy then.
Why don't you use that cave up on the rock pillar at the end of the beach?
We don't have a stuntman anymore.
Hey, I'll do the stunt.
I appreciate the offer, but if you fall, you'll sue us.
No.
No, I won't.
Everybody hear that?
I heard it.
Good enough, we're covered. Got any experience?
Death-defying leaps, desperate fistfights, getting caught in explosions, you name it.
Okay, people, move out. We're shooting the scene at the end of the beach.
No, we're not. The camera's still bogged down.
Shoot, I forgot about that. No go, Stobart. We'll have to use this cave after all.
Or do we? That's the question.
You don't look happy.
Why should I be happy? Look at that cave. It's supposed to be where the treasure is.
So?
Look at it. It's crap. Does that look like the sort of place anybody would hide treasure? I should have had props build me a proper damn cave. A cinematic cave.
What even
do you
is a
mean,
cinematic cave?
Cinematic cave.
One with drama. Danger. One that looks like the mouth of a big stone skull would be cool, but I'd settle for drama and danger.
So like the one that's... Oh,
It was the cameraman. He didn't look happy.
can I talk to him now? Yes.
Mr. Hawks doesn't like that cave. He says it isn't cinematic enough.
Well, that's just too tough. The camera's bogged down in the sand. If he wants the shot done today, it'll have to be that cave.
There's a pretty good cave over on the other side of the bay.
The one up in that finger of rock? We'd need a stuntman.
You
That
got
one,
stuff.
it's me.
We ain't got no stuntman. Bird injured his back doing that dumb wall jump.
It was a portable movie camera.
Can I pick it up?
Flash?
Yep.
We can't film at the Needle Rock
Oh,
because the camera's
That's what I
bugged.
needed to do.
You got
Okay.
it, champ.
So why can't we use the portable camera instead?
You know, that's a pretty smart idea.
You'd think.
I've been talking to the cameraman. He's got a portable camera.
So?
So you can use the cave in that rock pillar at the end of the beach. That's a dramatic cave if ever I saw one.
We ain't got a stabilized harness for it. The camera will wobble.
Did D.W. Griffiths have a stabilized harness when he made Birth of a Nation?
You're right, damn it. Hitchcock, Wells, none of
Here
them
we
did
go.
one. For
Problem
crying out
solved.
loud. Sam Raimi stabilized his camera on a plank. Props, get me a plank. We're gonna wing it. Hot dog. We're gonna do a cinema verite pirate movie. George, get to wardrobe. We're gonna make you a star.
On my way.
So this is our way up the cave again. What we came here for eventually. So there's 4 people there, and not one of them thought about using the portable camera instead of the actual camera. That's always fun. Cutscene.
It was the stone which Ketch had captured from the Spanish. The Eagle Stone.
I returned to Quaramonte and found that Georges had left a message with Conchita. He'd already left for the Indian village, so I hurried to catch up with him. When I arrived, I found a scene of desolation.
We were at this village before.
These sunglasses are Georges. Georges, where are you?
I'm guessing he's chilling somewhere. Oh, look! Our little friend is here.
Poco, I'm almost glad to see you.
Titi Poco, yeah, that was his name. Ooh. I remember that was coming and it's still funny.
You little asshole. What happened here? Are you responsible for this? And where's Georges? Have you seen him? He was pointing to the remains of a burned-out hut. These are Georges' shades.
Sorry about that.
Has he been here?
Jaws!
Where is he now?
He's, Ooh, that's the stone, is it? So at least he has that.
What's that? It looks like the stone we bought from Paris, but it's different. Yes, it has a carving of an eagle. That clinches it. Georges must have found this stone in the Caribbean and managed to hide the stone when the village was attacked by Carzak's men. I hope to God that Georges was all right.
Okay.
Where's Georges? Georges has been here, right? He was pointing to the smoldering remains of a hut.
Look at my stone.
It was too hot to pick up.
This is what I don't like about the remastered one, because it kind of gives you what everything is.
It was too hot to pick up.
Let's try to make it less hot. Yep, that did not work.
I just didn't have the strength to tip that barrel.
Okay, okay. So one person might not be able to do it, maybe 2 will.
Hey, Shorty, make yourself useful and help me with this barrel.
There you go.
Thanks. I recognize that. It's the Coyote Stone. I had the Coyote and Jaguar stones. Titi Poco had the Eagle, according to the shaman. That's all we needed to deal with Tezcatlipoca. Pity he hadn't any ideas for dealing with Carzak.
Assuming Tezcatlipoca is actually real, that is.
What is it? Where are you pointing?
Incoming message. Let's see.
The thought that they might be human chill.
They probably are, I'm guessing. Possibly. Oh no, actually, just before I do that. Let's see, do you have any suggestions, Dipoko?
How did you hook up with a maniac like Karzak in the first place?
Karzak?
It's not what I wanted to ask him.
Loco!
Yes, he scares me too.
That's a good answer. Whoop whoop, loco! Can I pick up a cylinder? What else do I have in here? I have a dagger still. We can cut the fuel line of this. I know I need to do that. Might as well let the cat out of the bag and speak to these guys, I guess.
Hey, señorita!
Too late. I had been seen.
I'm surprised it took them that long.
Bonjour, Capitaine.
Only Sergeant, pretty one. What are you doing here?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Snuggle said I could come here with him.
Snuggles?
Oh, I mean the General. We're, friends. May I go up the pyramid?
We have strict instructions not to let anybody pass.
Oh, but I've told you who I am. Surely nobody would mind.
Well,
Oh, please, I'd be ever so grateful.
I tell you what. I'll ask Pablo if it's okay for you
Ooh,
to go
bad
up.
idea.
Pablo saw me, I'd be dead.
Exactly.
No, it's not worth the bother. I'm not really that interested in their stupid pyramid anyway.
Well, okay. It's men's work up there anyway.
I'll just run along and play around here, okay?
Okay, you do that.
I think we need a few things before we can... What's that?
It's a small screw-fit cylindrical
Oh yeah.
house.
Let me get some fuel first of all. Because if you can't go up the pyramid that way, surely there must be a second way. And as it so happens, there he is. Can I use...
The engine looked like it was supposed...
Can I get the fuel cap? Just...
The cap was attached to the lift engine by a chain.
Wait, what?
The engine looked like it was supposed to power the lift.
Do I need to pry it open again? No.
There was nothing I wanted to ask him.
Yet. Let's get the rope. There is something that we need to ask him.
Titipoko, any ideas what I can do with this rope? He just looked at me. If anybody was going to come up with a plan, it was going to have to be me. The scaffold gantry went all the way up the pyramid.
Right, we needed to interact with a few more things before this will work, alright. So now, in theory now, if I take the rope and give it to this guy.
Titipoko, I have an important job for you. Take this rope to the top of this scaffolding
There you go.
and throw it over the top.
Well, not quite over the top, but alright. The thing is, I remember having to do this, but I can't remember exactly why. Oh, I remember now. Yeah, got it now. We need something to... There you go. Right, let's use the lever, because I feel like that's the one thing that I've not actually used over there. Okay, engine, fuel cap. Still doesn't want to take the fuel cap off, okay. Button?
The button didn't seem to do anything.
That's because it's out of... Let's use the rope. Even when you know the solution is still a bit strange. The engine? Oh yeah. Okay. That'll do. Let's press the button again.
The button didn't...
Press the lever. Take the fuel cap off. Oh, come on.
It was the cylinder from the generator, now full of petrol.
Use the lever again.
The engine looked like it was supposed to power the lift. The cap was attached to the lift engine by a chain.
Okay.
It was a small but very enticing button.
Yeah, that's how anyone would describe a button, I guess. Not with the button. Okay.
The cap was attached...
Why is this not working?
There was nothing I wanted to... The engine looked...
So yeah, the engine looks like it's gonna power the lift. We need to power the lift to be able to go up. When we press the button, nothing happens.
The button...
Okay, when we press the lever, nothing happens. When we press the button again now,
The button did...
nothing happens again. And we can't take the fuel cap off. But we need to take the fuel cap off.
There was nothing useful.
Nothing in the bag. Okay.
The scaffold gantry went all the way up the pyramid.
I know that already. Let's try to use the elevator maybe. Kinda need to make her realize that there's no fuel in that thing. And I can't remember how to do it. Maybe using that on that? No. Using the key on the engine? No. Just gonna try to use everything, I guess. Laminate a card. So, we still have it. It should be useful at some point.
It was Titipoco, my newfound ally.
What if I look at the
A simple
elevator?
wooden platform lift, used for shifting equipment, I presumed.
Okay.
The cap was attached to the lift engine by a chain.
So it says it's attached to the lift engine by a chain. But it won't let... Ah.
The cap was attached to the lift engine by a chain.
Let's try the lever again. Button. Press the
The
button.
button didn't...
Press the button again.
The button didn't...
Okay, can we use this with the engine then? That's the only other thing that I... Although I do seem to... No, it doesn't work.
It was an old electricity generator.
Which we can't use. Anything else that I have in here that I might have not... Maybe use that with the generator? Can't believe I'm stuck here. I know... It's so annoying. I know what I need to do. Did I use this with the fuel already?
The fuel from the severed line had formed a pool.
Okay, might as well try something else in the meantime.
I could think of no reason why I would want to pull a heavy torch from the ground. There was an unlit torch by the base of the steps.
Yeah, and that's because I need to go up there for her to know how to use it. Oh man, this is... Anything else? Please take that fuel cap off. Or at least let me use the... Can you look at the cylinder?
Cylinder from the generator, now full of petrol.
Yes. Because there's fuel on. Oh god.
The cap was attached to the lift engine by a chain.
Basically, we need to fill this thing with petrol so that it can then take us up. But for whatever reason, I can't figure out how to open the fuel cap itself. Which makes absolutely no sense. I think I've tried that already. And I don't think TT Poco has anything...
There was nothing I want.
Dagger?
He wouldn't have wanted it.
How do you know? Stone?
He wouldn't have...
Okay. What am I missing? Must be something silly that I can't remember.
It was an old...
Okay, done that. That's the engine. Just pixel hunting a bit, because so we have the button, we have the lever. It's only 4 things that we can interact to. So lever, a fuel cap, button, and the engine. What did I do differently? Like, this makes no sense. I've done that a million times. And she just kept on going, like, no. So what? How is this different? Right, let's press the button now then.
The motor spluttered into life.
Thank you. Now let's push the lever. So when you push the lever that way, it goes up. Then push the lever back, it comes back down. Simple. I still don't get why it took so long for me to do that.
TT Poco, when I tell you,
Bug,
I want
maybe.
you to copy what I am doing.
Okay.
Copy.
Right. Let me save right here. See, we're 90% done. Don't like them telling me how much is left of the game. It's a bit... I like the surprise, I guess. Right. And...
Okay? Copy. The lift was no use if I wasn't on it.
You were... Oi! You were on it.
Okay? Copy.
If you're not on it now.
The lift was no use if I wasn't on it.
What? This edition is full of bugs. So just look at it. See, she is on the lift.
Okay? Copy.
She has to be in a specific spot on the lift. That's not my fault. It's the game's fault.
Georges! I realized those bastards were going to sacrifice Georges to Tezcatlipoca over my dead body. Thankfully, Georges was the only one to notice me.
Where are they? The eclipse is about to happen.
Patience. Your mother will be here soon and Karzak will be close behind. Just keep the Yankee covered and leave the worrying to others.
Yeah, Raoul.
The maniacs were going to sacrifice Georges!
Shut up, Stobart. Just shut up!
Calm down. He's no threat.
Hey, Raoul, why don't you do us both a favor and shoot Pablo?
You're very funny, Stobart. I haven't forgotten Marseille. When Karzak cuts your heart out, I'll be the one laughing.
I'll bet I'm not the only one due for the chop around here either. Hey, Raoul?
I'm warning you.
Raoul was a bundle of raw nerves. I hoped Georges wouldn't push him too far.
We threw this guy in the river in Marseille. That's what he's talking about. Right, let's get the ammunition belt. Can I top tag? I'm just gonna save here just in case I get killed or something. But I genuinely can't remember.
He'd have killed me. It was as simple as that.
Okay. Must be cool.
I might have been able to talk the general around if Pablo hadn't been there.
Okay, so that's my hint. Right. We need to create a distraction, basically. Which is exactly what I'm about to do now. So, let's take the ammunition belt and drop it in the fuel. Or not. Swear, why do I need to...
There was nothing I wanted to ask him.
Okay, can I get the torch? No? Maybe? Please? Yeah, so all of a sudden now she wants the torch. No, no, no! I hate it when I click in the wrong place. Right, let's get the torch again. And I clicked on the wrong thing again. But I want to use torch with Poco. He has something that can help with the torch.
Do you still have that lighter gun you pulled on me so amusingly?
There we go. Right. So it is a specific order that I needed to do this in, okay.
You need help, my pretty?
Nothing's wrong. I dropped, a cigarette, but everything is under control. I'll have the fire out in a minute or two.
Right. So let's use that with that. And here's my distraction. A few seconds. Whenever you're ready, game.
What's that? What's happening?
Trouble. Keep it up. The pyramid's surrounded. I'll find out what the trouble is. Watch Stubber doesn't pull any tricks. If he does, shoot him in the head.
What tricks could he pull?
Doesn't matter. He'll be dead either way.
His heart belongs to Tezcatlipoca.
That's not true. We just had dinner a couple of times.
Yeah, that's something George would definitely say. Okay. So now, just gonna save again. Let's talk to this guy. Don't think we can die now, but never know, so.
Drop the gun or I shoot!
Ah.
Please, don't hurt me.
Don't worry yourself. My finger isn't loaded.
Nico, what are you doing here?
Firstly, I'm going to set Georges free, and then screw up Karzak's scheme.
No, I can't let you do that. Karzak has promised me power.
Raoul, wake up. The only thing Karzak has on offer is death. You may want to ask Oublié, except you can't. Karzak murdered him.
You're lying. Oublié's in Europe.
Sure, he's in Europe.
Dead in Europe, yeah.
On a mortuary slab with 2 bullet holes in him.
But Karzak promised. When he frees Tezcatlipoca, we'll all be granted great power.
Listen to her, Raoul. Karzak's insane.
I don't know. I need to think.
Yeah.
You've let your mother do your thinking for you up to now. You need to think for yourself. Your mother and Karzak think alike. There's only one expendable member of the plan left, and that's you.
Mother would never betray me.
Oh, I'm tired of trying to reason with you, Raoul. Titipoco.
There we go, we have our muscle.
And if he makes a move, shoot him with your gun.
Your lighter gun, yeah. Very funny. Okay. I like how this is reversed from the first game.
I don't want to sacrifice you by accident.
Because in the first game, he was the one that was tied up in the train, and now he's the one tied up on a sacrificial stone.
You have no idea how glad I am to see you.
They were going to cut your heart out. I think I can guess. We can save the happy reunions for later. We've got to move. Come on!
Come on, come on.
We're safe.
This is a dead end.
We're toast.
Are we safe or toast? Make up your mind.
I know, Titipoco. I'm not too happy here either.
He knows this is Tezcatlipoca's pyramid. The house of the enemy.
Well, we can't stay here like rats in a trap.
And we can't go out the way we came in. It would be suicide. I'll have a look round. Maybe there's another way out. In the meantime... Take this. It's the Coyote Stone. It might bring you luck, I hope.
To recover the stones from the village? Then we might have a chance after all. Incidentally, what would Titipoco have done if Graciento had moved?
Titipoco? Nothing. He's given up violence.
Right, let's have a quick look here. I know an upcoming puzzle is going to be very annoying.
And appeared to do nothing anyway.
But easy puzzle, but it's going to be very time consuming, so just want to get there as soon as I can.
Heave! Still no good.
It's like a tennis player with all those sounds.
There was a large image on the wall of a man in ceremonial garb. More usefully, there were also a couple of levers. It was Georges, just rescued from certain death and not looking suitably grateful.
Okay, George, let's make yourself useful if you can.
Georges?
Yeah?
Georges, I can only pull one lever at a time, and I think we need to pull both together.
Okay, I'm up for that.
Good. Like an old cartoon. Yeah, here they go, finally. I like how the sky actually darkens.
Suspicious this sacrifice! Where is it?
Nico was here with Titipoco. They set him free. I couldn't stop them.
You idiot! I should have strangled you at birth. Titipoco's gone soft.
That's harsh.
He wouldn't have hurt you.
I know that.
The darkness of this hun is almost upon us, and we have no sacrifice to appease Tezcatlipoca. Have you any idea what your incompetence will cost us?
I think so. And I'm glad.
What?
The Mayans weren't fools. Tezcatlipoca should stay exactly where they put him.
Finally got some backbone from somewhere, huh? Shame it's so late in the day.
I'd rather die than see you and Karzak with that devil's power.
Fine, we're still a sacrifice short. See, the eclipse begins. Pablo, kill him! Tezcatlipoca can feed upon his yellow heart.
Nico was right all along, but it's still not too late.
Come on then, Pablo. Let's see who sacrifices who.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you'll lose, mate. Right, so this is the annoying
Place is this? I was in
puzzle that I was talking about earlier.
room. Tiles and dials. The priests who designed this place must have known how to use them. I was going to have to figure it out for myself if I ever wanted to get out of here.
Right, so the way the puzzle works is you have these two dials. You need to make images correspond to these things. The bit where it gets tedious is these images combine within themselves. For example, this one, I think. Is it? Yeah. So this one and this one combine to make that thing. So the end goal is to get these four to push in. Now, this is the kind of puzzle that I don't like. Mainly because I feel like in a point-and-click game, once you get the solution, it should just let you move on, not tediously repeat everything over and over again. That's just making the game last longer for no apparent reason. It seems they've removed the Easter egg from here. There was a bit where Nico would actually flash that statue. maybe we can still get it to work. Right, so let's have a look at... And the thing that's most tedious about this puzzle is there's a lot of back and forth. So we have this one, so we need that. And... wait, is it that? Yeah. There's that and that, so...
The room was dominated by an enormous device.
She has to figure out what the devices are.
It
Getting
had
ahead of myself.
red discs, each covered in glyphs.
Okay. So when we use these now, hopefully. So they need to point within. So that one there is in the right position now. We need to get the one that looks like a potato and put it the other way around. And I'm hoping it makes it a bit easier to explain, but which one is it? I think it's the next one. Let's try... yeah, that looks about right. Okay, so we have that one, in theory. Press this now. There we go.
The tile moved slightly.
So that moved. Now we need to get this one. And see, this is what I mean. Like, you go back and forth, back and forth. And there's no way to avoid going back and forth because you have to go and click on things. So even if you memorize what you need to do, you still have to actually go there and click on them, which makes the puzzle in itself so annoying. What do we need from this? The noises that she makes are ridiculous, but that's besides the point. So we need that. Not that one, another one. Okay. That's the one there. And now we need the bunny ears. Which obviously are on the other side of the dial. I'm gonna fall asleep before I finish doing this. Okay. So now that should... let me click on this one. Right, and now should be able to click on this.
The dial moved inwards and clicked home.
Thank you. And now we need to do this bit. So for this one, we need that one. And that one. Right. Easy enough. And of course they're out. So which one is... see which one comes up first, I guess. That's the one that... I think it's gonna be this thing here. No. Oh, come on. Doesn't help when I click on the wrong place again either. Okay. Let us see. She sounds very constipated when she's doing this as well. Okay, so we've got that. Yeah, that should work, because the green one is quite close. Then we're gonna have this. One more. Click on the right thing and one more. Okay. So that was this one. Okay. And we needed that thing. Alright, so flowers on this one. One. Another one. Okay, and the hat thing. So, oh, we only have one left. I'm glad I did it in this order, because otherwise it would have been quite silly. Okay. Let's press that one there. Right. Now let's press this in. So that's 2. We only need to do this 2 more times. Like, could have just had 2 of these. Even 1 would have been ideal, but so we need that thing. Hold on, move aside a bit. So we need that and that. So that's there. I think we're gonna use this one first, maybe. Yeah, it comes down to whichever one we can do first. Okay, that's one there. Now this one's gonna follow. And again. Okay, let's press on that one. Okay, and now we, oh, the X one. Okay, we need that and the potato with the string on. Is the stream acting up again? Come on, don't do this to me now. Seems to be unstable again. I think my internet is going downhill again. Oh, come on. No. Come on. I don't understand why he keeps doing this. Come on, bitrate, stabilize. Are you working okay now? So I'm just gonna give it a minute, because still unstable. Whoa, I was just spiking too much now. It's going the wrong way. Okay. Sorry about this to everyone that's watching, but again, I'm not quite sure why my internet is so bad. Just makes no sense. It's just using bitrates that are not making any sense whatsoever. Okay, I think everyone gets the gist of this puzzle though, so if anything happens and it drops or anything, at least we know where we are. But which one was I doing? I don't remember which one I was doing right now. And now it seems to have stabilized again. Okay, so we the X1 and we have, what do we have pressed already? Nothing. Wait, no, that's not right. So we need to do, oh yeah, we need to do this one more time if I'm not mistaken. Okay, is that it? So I was paying so much attention to my connection issues that I forgot. Okay, and now we need that thingy. Okay, so let's press this one, and this should now work. In theory. Oh, that was already pressed. Oh god. Right, so we need to do... I'm blind. We need to do the next one then. Okay, and... yeah, I think I made my life harder than it needed to be by accident. Come on. See, I think it's that one. But this is the problem with this puzzle again, and I can't stress this enough. Like, so back and forth. But at least now we should have 3 of these sorted. And we should only have 1 left. Which is that one, which it's that. And that. So which one come up first? I'm guessing that's there. There's a thing. Again, I need to go back to it slightly. Not there. It's that one. So yeah, I think that's the one that comes up first. Okay. So we've got that there. It's not the green one, it's the Snorlax one, as I'd like to call it. One and one more. Okay, that should be one of them done. Which is that one. Why did the music cut off all of a sudden? Like, this makes no sense whatsoever. Okay, that's one, and now we need that one, so that's gonna be those 2 flowers over here. I'm guessing the flowers probably are something else entirely. Oh god, how long is this? This isn't even the final puzzle of the game. Like, there are still a few others. Where... one and another one. Okay. And now... this one, we need to get this all the way here. If there ever existed a cheat that would allow me to skip this section, I would happily do it. This is the same sentiment that I had in Monkey Island 4 when I finished that about the whole monkey combat thing. I think this is the right one, I just need to check if it's not the green one. So that can happen as well, but I don't think it was. No, that's the right one, yeah. Press on that, please. Okay. And now let's do this.
Et voilà! George once told me that there's an act to finding secret doors. I think I'm beginning
yes. I'm so glad that... I mean, all things considered, it didn't take that long. Connection was a bit iffy, so I'm guessing my internet doesn't like this puzzle either.
This is it, you know? This is true love. Anyway, I have to leave for a few weeks, and when I come back, what do I find? Damn right. And with who? Labano, that creep.
He's still fixated on that.
That's exactly what I thought. Looks like another dead-end titty Poco. Any ideas? I was hoping for something a little more constructive. Never mind, I'll have a look around.
It's very useful. Let's get this. Like, any more ideas, and then he just goes and sits down. No. Take the torch again. At least he has a lighter. Or he should still have his lighter. Can you light this up, please?
To light this torch, can you do something clever with a couple of sticks?
Oh, yeah, because he doesn't know.
Tinder or... or a cheesy novelty cigarette lighter, as it turned out.
Simple. Very simple solution.
Well, there was nothing else to do around here, so I pulled the lever. Nothing's happened. Oh, I hate that. Don't you hate that?
Nothing to see there. Nothing happened.
Oh my...
Here we are in an episode of Tom and Jerry now. Oh.
Great. I had no idea where I was, no idea where the others had got to, and time was running out to stop Karzak. Still, I wasn't dead yet, so it wasn't all bad news.
Let's see if I remember this. I know I need to press this.
A stone slab that...
Okay, that's good.
Sealed the door.
Weirdly. Because there's another room here.
Charming.
And I think it's that one, maybe? Or do I need to use both? I can't remember. Okay, I got the right one in the first attempt. Right. No.
Every time I think this place can't get any spookier, it does.
Yeah, so the solution of the puzzle is to basically have both doors open at the same time. So that closes that one. Now if I use this other lever, I think should open both of them. Yes, I still remember. It's funny how your brain remembers all sorts of useless information sometimes, like solutions to puzzles in games that you played years ago.
Yes, finally! I'm out of here.
Right, let's go!
My old torch was dying, and I had no desire to be plunged into darkness.
Oh, okay. I don't know why, but alright, I'll indulge you, George. I mean, you're going to the heart of darkness as is. Might as well embrace it. To an extent. Okay. Are you doing it by yourself, or do you want me to click?
Once more into the unknown.
No, we should go... Oh, there's this bit as well. I remember there might have been... Oh, is it here? I remember there's a hidden switch somewhere here. So... we'll find out where that is. Yeah, that's the one.
Cool.
It's only two things that you can interact with anywhere. And I think this is where we go to the center of the pyramid now. And if I'm not mistaken, it's just going to be one final cutscene. from now on. I remember if there's anything that we need to do.
Heart. Once before in my life, I'd stood in front of a door and thought, this is it. If I go through there, I'm going to die. I'd been wrong then. I hoped I was wrong now. This was the door that led to the central chamber and the smoking mirror.
Of course, he's talking about the previous game. When he says he's been there before. And there you have it. So the thing with Broken Sword 2 is it was shorter than the first game, mainly because it only went out, it was only launched a year after the first one. Ooh, I hope this is not copyrighted. I'm just gonna stop it there just in case the music itself is copyrighted somehow. But yeah, so basically with the second Broken Sword game, production time was quite rushed. It only came out a year after the first one, and judging by that final message in the first game, it would have been in development already. Which is why a lot of things are only talked about and they only happen on off camera, and the ending is quite rushed. I think that puzzle that I mentioned I don't like.